Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is Hadrian. Let's play some more Master of Orion in our Pax Humana series. So the Mershon just decided that they were going to attack us. And we have several fleets like right on the border of their various systems, just waiting to be either waiting to either destroy their colonies or pave the way for more colonies of ours. So it's fine. So we're going to update all of our blueprints here. So all our ships have the hyperdrive. They'll be able to move into technology much faster. I'm looking at the technology screen. Move into Mershon territory much faster. All right, we're going to do tectonic engineering because that's going to help with production on some of our lower worlds. Okay, we just upgraded all of our... What's happening here? Pollution? Is that what that is? I don't know what that effect means. Okay. Sea locks. Let's build... Yeah, we're going to start just pumping out more colony ships again. Alright, so it's time to head into the Perseus system and really make the Mershon feel badly for everything they've done. Alright, we've arrived in the Perseus system. There's Perseus Prime. Looks like it's owned by the Mershon, but it won't be for long. We are definitely going to just build colony ships at every opportunity we can get. Mind you, these colony ships will now all have the fastest drive available, so they should be able to move, like I was saying a moment ago, back into Mershon territory much faster. I'm just going to build a whole bunch. Well, not here yet. This planet's not ready. Colonial revenue. And a holo simulator. Sure. And an auto lab. Beta Prime. So our other fleet is getting ready to move into territory near the Mershon's territory. That'll be fun. Alright, I'm going to move my space factory all the way over here. It's going to take 9 turns for it to get there. Alright, so we have a new colony ship now. Let's take a look around and see where we can colonize. Yeah, we can go ahead and reestablish a colony on Obaka too, since it got destroyed. We're going to have a lot more colony ships in the very next turn, because a bunch are about to be finished with their construction. Alright, so what kind of a fleet is this? 5 cruisers? Great. Time to die, guys. So 5 Mershon cruisers versus this attacking fleet. Oh, and there's a base as well. Okay, we'll have to blow that up too. You can tell how unintimidated I am by all this. Alright, so play. It keeps the option on. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Match speeds. There we go. Yeah, I want you guys to fly together. What's up with these ships back here? What's going on there? That's most of our fleet actually. Isn't it? Maybe some ships sit the fight. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Moving through the asteroid field in the center. Should be opening fire any second now. Yeah, I can't select any of my ships right now. I can't even drag select. So, yeah, there's definitely some kinks in the battle system. Wow. Holy mother of God. So we just absolutely slaughtered them. That went well. Antimatter torpedoes. Alright, let's go ahead and attack the colony. Alright. That colony no longer exists. And they have another cruiser here that's waiting to get destroyed in the next turn. Alright, Sea Locks 3, need to build another colony ship, most likely. Gonna take 3 turns that time, that's fine. Just gonna build a whole bunch of them. Alright, this colony ship is ready. So you need to fly to Perseus Prime. We're gonna just take their systems right out of their hands. Alright, those destroyers need to meet up with that fleet there. Okay, whoa, what's happening here? Those ships are just in space. That's from the last battle. Oh, yay for glitches. Okay, well, hopefully after the next battle happens, that'll go away. Alright, so this cruiser... is about to regret jumping where it did. Tell you what, let's just auto-resolve it. Alright, that's taken care of. So lots of growth, that's good because that's extra votes. Cressus has been discovered. New system. Bunch of new colony ships have been completed. And we're going to keep building them. Actually, we're going to build a Titan right now. Colony ship. Colony ship. And this colony ship needs orders. So where are you going is the question. Yep, go ahead and fly to Perseus 2. We're just going to fly them all to the Perseus system. They're going to take a while to get there, but it'll be fine. Alright, so the Canopus system doesn't really have anything. Not really anything, nothing worth colonizing. The colony ship here. The Mobus system might... That planet right there might be worth sending a colony ship to. So we'll go ahead and just blindly send a ship that way. We have our ship... we have our fleets, rather, on the way to defend against... all this mess here. It looks like a number of Mershon ships in the Cressus system. All right. Spaceport, colonial revenue, space elevator. That's done. All right. Now this fleet needs orders. We're going to move them into the Tyrannus system. It looks like they have some ships moving into Tyrannus as well, so we might be in for another fight. But they have a number of fleets. Not all... These are space factories, so these are not all fighting fleets. But still. Okay, let's do another colony ship here. Just being very liberal with my colony production. On purpose, because we are going to expand aggressively into their territory as we wipe out their colonies. Alright, Auto Lab, sure. Rabe Prime. More research ability. We have a ton of research coming in every single turn. 483 points. It's just taking no time at all to research everything. How many double clicks did that take? Good lord. Rabe 3. Okay. This colony ship is likewise ready to be sent somewhere. We need to reconstitute some of these asteroids into planets as well. Alright, so we're going to send that colony ship to that planet. Alright, so Rabe Prime is also... Let's go ahead and go to the Audax system. I bet you there's some planets there worth looking at. It's funny how everyone warned us not to expand more, but then, like, war was declared on us. What do you expect me to do? Okay. So here's the Tyrannus system. Alright, and they do have control of Tyrannus too. Alright, that's not really a threatening fleet, that's one ship. Alright, so we're going to fly to Tyrannus 2. We're going to attack it. We're going to auto-resolve versus this cruiser in this starbase. We're going to attack the colony. We're going to drop all these bombs. And Tyrannus 2 no longer exists as a colony. Alright, that was taken care of pretty quickly. Let me go ahead and build... I don't really have much of an interest in building any of these... anything that's not a ship. I mean, I don't really have much room for many more colony ships or anything. So I'm trying to stop just churning those out. I suppose I can just set planets like that to produce wealth. That would be the next best thing. I'm going to go ahead and send a fleet that way as well. I'm just sending colony ships to planets that I know will be taken. Alright, Mobus Prime. And, okay, that's actually not... There's not a jump lane leading to Mobus Prime, so maybe in Siktut there's a jump lane, but that is ripe for the taking. We're going to go ahead and send a colony ship there. It's going to take a while, but it'll be worth it. Alright, next turn. Okay, this, depending on how much we've grown since the last vote, this could be game. Let's see how this goes. I don't know how much we've grown exactly. I haven't really been keeping track. Urala Hirsch.
I have cast my vote.
Alright. So the Alkari are on the side of the Mershan.
I forbear to vote right now.
The Bulrathi don't give a damn.
I pick myself for the chair, of course.
Alright, we have 323 votes now.
I vote for humanity.
Not quite enough. Interesting. I don't know why the number was lower than 323. It said we had 323 votes. Don't quite get it. I'll figure it out at some point.
Just a minute of your time, President.
It completely eliminates all pollution on the planet when you do a core waste dump. Yup. Pollution has been annoying enough. Alright, interphased fission. So we're going to get an interphased drive. Planetoid construction. Ooh, Doomstar. That is an awesome ship. They're mobile planetoid bases the size of small moons. They're the largest class of ships with incredible effectiveness. Holy crap. So yeah, we're going to be moving towards that as soon as possible. Alright, so our Titan is finished building here. That's good news. So we're going to move that Titan into position. Actually, no, I don't think it was finished building. I just think it was sent there. I don't understand how the voting system works quite yet, but we're going to be colonizing a lot of planets right now. Alright, so let's colonize Obaka here. Alright, and we will build an automated factory, hydroponic farm, neutron collider, biospheres, and then I'm going to build a whole bunch of things in terms of food, just to help that colony grow quickly. Alright, so here's Phobius Prime, and they have a number of ships converging on this location. They don't appear to have any... excuse me. They don't appear to have anything in Aquile. Colony ship arrived at Perseus Prime. Colony ship arrived at Rhombus 3. Alright, how's pollution here? That's the question. It's fine. So let's just do trade goods there. Get some additional money out of that planet. And this ship... Phobos Prime is kind of crappy. All right, I'm going to fly over here. And we're going to annihilate these troop transports. Bye-bye. And then this colony ship looks like it's done. Those ships are still floating in space. Mistaken render on the part of the game. All right. Siktoot has nothing really worth taking. But Satyr Prime, on the other hand, it's radiated, high gravity. It's kind of a crappy world at first, but it could be terraformed up. Alright, so we need to get this fleet back in the action, because right now it's nowhere. I'm using this massive fighting fleet as a scouting fleet. So it's going to take 23 turns, unfortunately, to do it. Okay. Where else do we need to build colonies? Profugus? Yeah, Profugus 3 needs to be a colony. Perfect. This was that, I think, Perseus Prime is the name of this world. Excellent. Yeah, Perseus Prime. Alright. So let's do an automated factory, crust prospecting, hydroponic farm, biospheres, subterranean farms. Ships are on their way. I'm going to go ahead and build additional growth type buildings, because we definitely need more population on some of these worlds. Okay, Orion Prime. Pollution's going well, or pollution. Construction is going well here. Atmospheric renewer. Spaceport. Government support facility. Okay, we're gonna destroy this space factory. Sorry, buddy. Wrong place, wrong time. This space factory can build an advanced military outpost right here on the border of the Obaka system. That will help prevent any other ships from coming back in. Not that I think that's going to be an issue. We are going to just maraud through their territory now, so not something I'm worried about. Spaceport at Tantalus Prime. Risa Bomb. Yep. Just thinking in terms of food. Just thinking in terms of food. 2, 4, 8, 8. Good. As quickly as we can build some of the food enhancement. Ooh, bunch of troop transports, and they're all about to die. Wow. Yeah, they're making a genuine effort to move. This is their access point to this whole area, and I've got them just choked off right now. This is hilarious. This is GNN.
Galactic News Network.
A human colony is in danger. Sensors indicate that its system star will soon go supernova. If scientists cannot find a solution, all colonies in the system will be destroyed.
Yikes. Okay, so that's Rhombus 2. Let's have a look here. Alright, supernova cure in 15 turns. Can I look at the star and see how long until it goes? Not really, seems like. Yeah, unfortunately, all these ships just floating around. So, we'll see what happens. I don't have a lot of population in Rhombus Prime, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to fix that problem. Unless... Hang on. What I can do is I can build some civil transports from the area nearby. Alright, Perseus Prime. Let's go ahead and colonize here. Well, Perseus Prime we already colonized, but this is Perseus 2 in the same system as Perseus Prime. Biospheres, hydroponic farm. Alright. Say goodbye to your troop transport. So yeah, they made a big mistake not really making sure that those were secured. So I'm going to try and get extra population into the Rhombus system. Colony's pollution has reached a critical level. Which one? Alright, once again, you're taking me to the wrong world, so I don't actually know. Let's see. Empire. Let's see. I'm looking for one that's super high. I don't see it. Ooh, Dolza Prime. That's what they're talking about. Alright, we can go ahead and buy that space station and then start with... Let's do a pollution cleanup, followed by atmospheric renewal, followed by toxic processor, followed by core waste dump. Perfect. Alright, and now Tantalus. Is Tantalus somewhat near? Hang on. Yes, it is. It's very near Rhombus. Alright, so on Tantalus, I need to build a civil transport. We're actually going to bring... Yes, I know this is crazy. I'm going to bring additional citizens into the system. I know it's nuts. They might die. But those planets need, in order to do the research to stop the supernova, those planets need additional research points. They need scientists doing research. Alright, so I'm going to have that ship hang out there. And the civil transport is going to need to go to, looks like Rhombus Prime. Let's take a peek towards the Rylus system and see what's going on here. No more moves left. Alright, so this looks like Tyrannus Prime, Tyrannus 2. Ooh, Tyrannus 2 definitely needs to be populated. Yep. Tyrannus 2, that's where the Mershon colony was, as a matter of fact. And I just realized I'm running a little bit long with this episode, so let's go ahead and set up its production. Biospheres, cloning center, fungal farms. Done. Okay, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here, and you can see we're pretty rapidly kind of cutting into the Mershon's territory. They have territory all the way up there. I would be happy just to kind of take this and then get peace with them again and say, guys, you need to leave me alone, otherwise I'm going to completely destroy you. So we'll see if we can pull that off, but I think before that happens, we should win the diplomatic victory as well. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Pax Humana every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys next episode.